Nikki from Zulu here with a video preview of the hybrid satellite pack for East Nusa Tengarra. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and the pack is available on both the Zulu Waterways and the Zulu Offshore app to provide offline satellite images. So the region of coverage is about what you can see on your screen here, and I've included standard definition images of all the coastline, and I've managed to add in a fair number of high definition images as well. Let's take a look at what the pack looks like. So it's quite good. The images for this region are reasonably good. It's quite a large coastline, so I wasn't able to do high definition images everywhere. Obviously, what you're seeing now on your screen is about the extent of most of it. You'll see if you zoom in, you sort of start to lose resolution around here, although I have included high definition images where I thought they would be most useful. This pack is around 160 megabytes, which is reasonable. If you haven't watched one of these videos before, it's always a balance for me when I make these packs between trying to include the best images I can while keeping the size of the pack download as low as possible, which also manages to keep the costs low. So I'm quite happy with the balance which was achieved in this pack. You can, of course, do more high definition downloads on top of what is provided in the pack, and I'll show you the best way to do that for this region in a moment, because it does differ somewhat from region to region what method is going to be the best for downloading high definition images, and I've taken a brief look at this region, so I'll be able to show you what I think is the best way to do that. So it includes imagery all the way up to where the screen is on the right there, and all the way to where the screen is on the left now, with this island being the furthest western point. So let's do some experimenting downloading some high definition images using your free individual downloads, or perhaps you purchase more, and we'll just see what method works best. So if we pick an area that just has standard definition satellite imagery like this one, there's a number of ways to do high definition, and it takes a little bit of experimenting with different regions just to find out which of the options work best, because they're different satellite map providers which provide different images. In some areas they might have very good imagery, and in others they don't. So generally for high definition images, you're going to want to hold your finger on the map where you want the image to download for 2 seconds, and then release your finger. Then we're going to click download maps. Generally we pick this bottom option, which is high definition satellite. Now what the app is now designed to do, if you have the latest version, is that if this provider doesn't have imagery for this region, instead of downloading a blank tile, it will instead just simply download a standard definition image, which is what it's done here. So this suggests that at this area it didn't have as high a zoom level, so instead of downloading a blank image, it's downloaded one at this level 15 imagery. So the way around this is to download a high definition image in a different way, and to do this we're going to go to the main menu, this button in the top right. We're going to go to more, we're going to go to preferences at the very bottom here, and I'm going to turn on high resolution maps, which is the 5th or 6th option down here. Once you click this and you go back to the map screen, we're then going to repeat that process, holding our finger on the map, download maps, but this time I'm going to choose the first option, which is satellite map. So satellite map generally downloads a standard definition satellite image, but because we've gone to the menu and the preferences menu and turned on the high resolution maps, it's going to download a high resolution image here from our normal provider, which is Mapbox. So there we go, it's downloaded a high definition image, and this is, can be really useful where you need them. They are much bigger file sizes, so you really want to use them sparingly. And when you do these downloads, they use 2 of your download tokens instead of 1 if you're doing a normal download. As I said, I've included high definition imagery where I thought it was useful. So this area, for example, is all in high definition, but as the coastline's quite big, I couldn't do it everywhere, but I did go methodically and try and choose everywhere where I thought was going to be a useful area to have higher definition, and that's included. After saying all that, the standard definition imagery really is very good for almost all purposes. It's just for those times when you're trying to see specifically where it might get shallow in a bay, or you need to see the outline of a reef, where the HD imagery becomes really useful. So yeah, as I mentioned, this pack is around 170 megabytes and is $15 or $16, I believe, in the Map Store. So happy with this one. I hope people find it useful. Please actually leave a comment if there's anything you want to tell me about this pack, but I think for the most part, it's successful. All right, thanks so much for watching, people. This map pack is available at the Zulu Map Store, which will be linked in the description below. All right, all the best.